Greetings, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode from the Beatles Song Ranking Project. This is sort of a special episode of a quick review of the project so far as of the end of 1963, as it were, and the releases in England. The final one being that, of course, of I Want to Hold Your Hand and This Boy. Making the total number of Beatles releases at the end of 1963, 34 releases. 34 releases. The first 34 songs is the first sixth of their catalog as originally released, according to my AI calculations. By the way, the lovely Daisy is asleep right over here, as is Rudy. And I have to give you a sneak at those guys here. Yeah, there's Daisy. She's very sleepy. And there's Rudy, you can see him off in the distance. He's a little chubby. Daisy's waking up. At any rate, so in review, the first 34 songs had some real surprises. The most interesting is the way Love Me Do seemed to sink in the rankings from the get-go. Of course, it was up with a lot of competition in those early songs with I Saw Her Standing There and Please Please Me and the likes. Love Me Do became what I have described as a delightful dud. Still just lovely, but just not quite up to par with some of the other great early songs. And the Beatles really came out of the gates swinging for the fences. I Saw Her Standing There and Please Please Me. Even P.S. I Love You and Ask Me Why are fabulous, I think. Hidden gems, as I described them in my show, which, by the way, we did last weekend. This taping is on June 15th, 2025. A week ago, we did two shows, and it was called I Want to Hold Your Hand, a one-man Beatles extravaganza. I didn't realize it was going to be an extravaganza until I also found out that I was in charge of the marketing department. Bada boom! But anyway, let's take a look at some of the chart here, where we're at here. Let's see if I can do this. Is it going to work? Maybe not. Maybe not. You see that sign right there? It says, "Please do not rearrange." Thanks. So during my show, we had our first public display of the chart, and I guess people thought they were supposed to put the song over here by the number. See, there's numbers I used when I was first arranging the songs, but as I got to have more and more of them, it just got too difficult to rearrange them after every one. So now I do it with some space in between. Okay. And let's see if this works. All right, I'm gonna drop this down here and really improvise here. All right, so we have at the top, All My Loving and She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, I Saw Her Standing There, Please Please Me, This Boy, Till There Was You, It Won't Be Long, Twist and Shout, Roll Over Beethoven, rounding out the top 10, all right? Not bad. Then we got Boys, P.S. I Love You, Hold Me Tight, All I've Got to Do, I Want to Be Your Man, Ask Me Why, Please Mr. Postman, Not a Second Time, I'll Get You, You Really Got a Hold on Me at number 20. 21 is Do You Want to Know Secret, then Money, From Me to You, Chains, Love Me Do, slipping to number 25 out of 34. Baby It's You, Devil in Her Heart, A Taste of Honey, Don't Bother Me, Thank You Girl. And then the final four, bottom, There's a Place, Anna, Misery, and Little Child. You know, I still love all of them. I still do. And, Little Child's kind of a challenge to love. But that's on my favorite record, which is with the Beatles. At any rate, that's the chart. Would love to know what you think of it. Remember, this is as of, I'm just going to hold this if I can, as steady as I can. As of the last record from 1963, which is I Want to Hold Your Hand and This Boy. All right? So we keep adding songs, and the chart keeps growing. And it is confusing to some that we're not just analyzing all the songs at once. No, we're doing it chronologically. So we started with Love Me Do, and now we're up to I Want to Hold Your Hand, This Boy. The next songs are going to be the single, which is Can't Buy Me Love, and You Can't Do That. Those are going to be our next songs, 35 and 36, followed by 37 through 40, which is the EP, the rock and roll EP featuring Long Tall Sally, I Call Your Name, Slow Down, and Matchbox, right? But that one's really interesting because basically they released the rock and roll EP, was just really focused on the rock songs, which will be fun when we get to that. And then after that will be A Hard Day's Night, which will be very interesting indeed. So please continue to tune in, and please give us any kind of feedback you like on the first 34 or beyond that. Also, I have announced another show here locally in town, in Frederick, for Sunday, September 28th, 2 p.m. at the New Spire Arts, which is a lovely room in downtown Frederick. More information coming on that soon. Peace and love and the man up above. And we'll see you later.